Hello everybody and welcome back to the Crafty Monkey channel. My name is Amanda and this is Boris. Today's video I will be flipping through issues 4 and 5 of Daphne's Diary magazine. I'm doing these as a combined video. So just move Boris out of the way. So this is issue 4 of 2023 of Daphne's Diary magazine. This is sort of the late spring, early summer issue, and this is issue 5 and this is the summer issue. So start with issue 4. So this is issue 4. This is the cover. We have a lovely graphic on the inside. These would be lovely to cut out once you've read the magazine. The contents. And then this is an article about doll houses. I've always wanted a doll's house. I've never had one, growing up. The closest I got was like a plastic, it was sort of like a big, it was kind of like a big Polly Pocket house, but it wasn't really a doll's house. And I've always wanted one, and the one thing I said I would buy if I ever won the lottery was I would buy myself a doll's house, because I've always wanted to decorate one sort of like in a sort of art deco sort of style. I think that'd be really cool, or do like a fairy witch house kind of one. Tiny little Smeg fridge here and tiny little cabinet. Turning an old teapot and cup and saucer into a small birdhouse. Letters to Daphne. Embroidery onto a sieve. I have seen this before on probably back when Pinterest was a big thing. People do embroidery or cross stitch onto all sorts of things. There's a certain bag, like a wash bag that you could get in America that had lots of little holes perforated onto it. People were cross stitching initials and stuff onto it. Kind of took off from there. Never party with this, and a poem. This is some sort of origami birds. These are quite cute. If you didn't want to use them as birds, you could just cut here and here, and then you've got kind of like a nice almost washi strip. A couple of different pages. These are not die cuts, you could cut them out, but the pages now are perforated on these, so you can rip the page out to make it easier to cut out. To make a homemade face mask. Article about bagels. Lots of different versions, lots of different fillings. So this is pressing flowers into clay. Make it almost sort of like a tile. Article about garden tools and what different tools do. Vanilla cream and strawberry tart. Body and health, another Daphne's Diary entry. Spot the difference. And then these are some washi strips, although they're more like stickers than washi because they're not that sort of see-through. See if I can peel one off. They're not really see-through like washi tape, but they're sort of washi style strips. And somebody's used them there to make a birthday card. That's quite clever. Five tips to a healthy summer. So this is one of the city articles. This is in Italy. Tips about gardening, how to plan a garden. I don't have a garden, I live in a flat. So I would like a garden because I'd like Daisy to be able to run around outside in the garden, but she gets to go out and walk and she likes digging on the grass and things like that. This is where you can subscribe to Daphne's Diary magazine. A hair mask for glossy hair. This, I think, would depend on your type of hair. I've used these sort of supposed to be glossy or shiny masks on my hair and it just makes me look like I haven't washed my hair. But I know on some people they can work really, really well. I think it just depends on the type of hair you have. So a page from a reader's diary, and then these are labels. Are these stickers? No, I don't think so. No, just some labels. Wooden toys and wooden cats. This is a very sort of unique style of woodwork. Letters to Daphne page. An article about roadside stalls. We don't really get this in the UK. We get them a little bit out in the country. You get honesty boxes, you know, where people put eggs and things, but we don't get like proper stalls really. An article about Ireland. So how to make your own ketchup, mayonnaise and mustard to then go with the hot dogs. I'm not a big fan of these Frankfurter hot dog sausages. If I have a hot dog, I have regular sausage. Article about getting out in nature. Another Daphne's Diary. One of their cool places to stay. There's a lot of these cropping up in the UK, these converted buses, railway carriages, gypsy caravans, showman cottages, showman sort of carts from circuses that have all been converted into places you can stay. Things to do with leftover lemon peel. Tip I had about lemons is if you were making a lemon cake, you need to put lemon juice in it. Cut the lemon in half put the lemon in the microwave for about 10 seconds, and then when you squeeze it, you'll get more juice out of it if you need it for a cake. And it does actually work as well. I think that's a Mary Berry tip. I might have heard it on Bake Off, but it does work, and it also makes your microwave smell nice. This is one of the artists. She makes these dolls. They're very intricate. They kind of remind me of the Dark Crystal, the faces. But I've said before, I'm not a massive fan of dolls. I find them a bit creepy. But the work and skill that's going to these is amazing. Daphne's diary. Some little push out recipes. These are die cut bees. Are they meant to be bees? Yes, they're bees. So you build up the layers like a 3D die cut. Things to do with stinging nettles, other than avoid them. I know you can eat nettles. The thought of it just, no. A lot of people do use them for dyeing, if they do natural dyeing, but the thought of eating them or even drinking them just doesn't appeal at all. Colouring page. Poster page. Article about different types of sunglasses. How to make different types of wind chimes. Some article about garden in Florence. Flower envelope. So this is the envelope, and then you can decoupage it up with the flowers. Poster, they're now joined in, so it's kind of a show, but it's a summery flower poster. An article about how to draw a rose. Never gonna happen. I look at that and go, oh, that looks simple, and then it just looks like scroll when I do it. How to make tea from herbs and plants in your garden. Poem. Article about herbs. Make your own sprinkler. Decorate those little terracotta pots, but you could just use these papers for other things. Three books for the issue. So that's issue 4. So this is issue 5. And issue 5, I don't know if you got this, if you bought it in the shop. If you got it on subscription, you've got this birthday chart. that you can pin up and write people's birthdays on. So this is issue 5. This is the summer issue. This is the contents. So this is the gardens, the first issue. These are in just outside of Dublin. This is obviously incorporating natural elements into the gardens. About Mamiya, and then the Daphne's diary entry. Then this is one of the artists. She makes these birds and insects out of paper. They featured an artist like this before that made, I think they were insects out of paper, but in a very different style. They were more, I suppose, a graphic or angular style. These are a bit more realistic. Then another part with this poem. This is a sort of cut out and display little lemonade stand, which is quite cute. Or a strawberry stand. Tips and tricks. So it's about a farm in Italy you can stay on, and you do work. You can go picking olives and various other things that they sell. Places to explore. These are sort of lanterns that you can hang up outside, made out of old jars and twine, and you do macrame. You can hang them up, candles in the summer. Sort of a little quiz. Homemade ice lolls or ice cream. How to stay cool in the summer. Another Daphne's diary. Let's do exercises if you have a job that is a desk job. Although I think if you were doing this in an office, some people would give you a few funny looks. Some stickers, sort of holiday themes, hammocks, flip-flops, backpacks. Let's go about different places, national dress. So, souvenirs made out of driftwood. And then boats made out of corks, and plants made little sort of holders for succulents. And recycling cardboard into houses. Things like that. These would be good things to do with children over the summer holidays. Spot the difference, but this is a nice photo if you wanted to cut this out and use it. These are little ceramic bowls. And the same artist also makes these ceramic birds. And you can subscribe. How to take better pictures with your phone. A holiday checklist. And then a page from the reader's diary. Underneath. This is an article about Woodstock, the famous festival. Letters to Daphne. How to make mini notebooks. I don't think these require stitching. No, these don't require like any sort of binding. I think you can just stick them together. Tiny houses. Article about how to mix certain types of drinks. This is an article about visualization and mantras and positive thinking, and then a page where you could write your own diary entry, possibly writing down your visualization. Mosaic decorating. Let's make pizza. Let's make birdhouses and things from, we used to call them ice lolly sticks and kebab skewers. Different places to go on holiday. Some more places to stay. This is Switzerland. Daphne's diary entry. Recipes. And we have these which push out. I think these are, yeah, they're luggage tags. So obviously they're not very strong, but you could put these on your bags. At least they would stand out on the carousel when they're coming round. Caravan. This is a very British thing, going on holiday in a caravan or staying in a caravan. Glamping site. These are little sayings that you could cut out and put into a bullet journal. An article about sign language. I'm not sure if this is British Sign Language or American Sign Language, because I know they are slightly different. Little quiz. Article about emotions. An article about a woman who paints on shells. I'm sure they've featured an artist like this before, painted on oyster shells, but in a slightly different style. These look almost like they've been painted on porcelain. Cone holders for ice cream, but they have nice prints on the back, so you could use the other side. The poster, which again is attached in, so I can't open it out, but it's a yellow. Butterflies. Things about what you can and can't bring through customs. How to make a puppet theatre. Fashion designing, colouring. Article about how to save water or reuse water. These fish lanterns, and they've used this print, but this is really nice, and I wouldn't actually want to cut this up into strips. I'd use it as it is, because it's got a very 1950s style to it. The books for the issue. So that's just a quick flip through of issues 4 and 5 of Daphne's Diary magazine. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.